ASMR content, so bear with me. It is going to be rough around the edges, but we'll see where it goes. Today I'm playing Guild Wars 2. Not planning to only do like video gaming content. I've got other stuff that I want to do, but this was the first thing that came to mind as like a starting point. It's very easy for me to pick this up and just sort of do whatever. But yeah, anyway, so here I am. I'm playing Guild Wars 2. I'm on my main character. Her name is Aristonia, but it's not really important right now. What I wanted to do here today is to going to be going into like first person mode. You can see I've got the HUD turned off here. I'm going to just scroll into first person, and I wanted to take some time to explore the city of Divinity's Reach. Sort of spend a bit more time looking at some of the more finer details, because even just from a brief test, just having a little look around the first part of the town, I found some things that I've never seen before. You know, I consider myself not to be, all-knowing, but I like to think that I know quite a lot of things about this game. Personally, I'm a very lore-heavy person when it comes to video games, so learning about the lore in Guild Wars 2 and a lot of other games is very much something I'm into. But anyway, I thought we would start out here in this is actually the village of Shaymore out here. It's sort of like the small town immediately outside of the gates of Divinity's Reach. You can see there's a fort over there. There's some farms and whatnot. This is the tavern, or the inn, sorry. But yeah, the reason I wanted to start out here was just to give you a visual of the outside of the city. The Divinity's Reach is, to me, feels like a very, very densely populated city. Even here you can see these defensive walls that surround the city and keep everybody safe it's just overflowing with structures and buildings on top of them, like there isn't anywhere else to put them. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out before we head inside. But even still, so I'm playing as a human myself. I am set to the smallest possible height, but you can see how colossally large all of these walls are. But if we just head inside, even the splash art gives that to me, gives that feeling of like so many people live here. But coming out here, you start out in the Plaza of Dwayna, and Dwayna is one of the human gods. In this city there is a plaza dedicated to each god, and it just so happens that the first one you come out to is Dwayna's Plaza, the goddess of life and healing and all that good stuff. But immediately as you come in, you can see there's the waypoint there. There's a couple of very large sort of statues here. I don't know what kind of creatures they're meant to be. Maybe like griffins or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. If this was Dungeons and Dragons, I'd say maybe they were owlbears with wings, but it's not, so. But immediately here you can see we have ahead of us, we're in the centre of this plaza here, but ahead of us there is a ramp that goes down towards the centre of the city, and to the left and right there is a pathway that leads to other ramps that head down to the there's other ramps going upwards on each side that leads to the upper city at the centre as well. Even from here you can see all these like buildings and people living around here. And that's just one of my favourite things about this city, as I said earlier. Like, it just feels so lived in, like there are so many people here. Just turning around to look at the gate, you can actually see, there's a little watch post for a seraph guard each. The seraph are the main sort of law force for the Kingdom of Tyria. We just have a little bit more of a look around the Plaza of Dwayna. You can see there are just some humans standing around here. They might have some dialogue to play like every now and then, but I don't know. If we go have a little walk up the outside here, this lady here is a priestess of Dwayna. You can see by the clothes that she's wearing, the blue is typically like Dwayna's colour in regards to the human gods. But yeah, coming up here you can see we've got this large gap in the middle. You can have a little look down, see the ramp that goes downwards. And up here we have all these people, these houses. These houses just sort of crammed anywhere that they'll go, with little stalls along the sides for people to sell whatever it is that they're selling. Coming up here, you can see even the like washing lines just stretched across the skyway. It's just nice little touches that are like, yeah, people live here. Come up here, see what's up here. There seems to be a little space underneath some of the houses. I can imagine people like sort of hanging out under here during the summer when it's unbearably hot. Someone here selling, I don't know, whatever it is they sell, maybe refreshing drinks. Or perhaps it's just a storage space for whoever lives in the house above, up there. Something I can't do much about, unfortunately, is other players running about, so they will be, making noise or doing whatever as they do. But hopefully the game is quiet enough that you don't really hear that too much. It's not too interruptive. Got some more seraph guards over here, just sort of patrolling the area. And over here, so clearly we have someone who deals in like cured leathers and whatnot here. You can come back here and see, got their storage, they've got carpets, leathers here, tanning racks. it's very densely packed, there's still a nice amount of green. This area here is it's like a common gathering spot for players. Over here you have the, I think this is the bank. No. Hold on. Find out. No, this is the trading post. Over here, this is where this is called the Black Line Trading Company. This is where you do all of your auction house stuff. And then over here, this is the bank over here, and this corridor leads to the inner part of the city, the palace. This area here. We'll be getting to that later. Got little animals like birds and chickens, just sort of sitting about. This is the bank in here. As I said, you can see a lot of players around here. And this up here, this is actually the, this is one of these, this is a statue of Dwayna. If I get a better look at it, up there, you can actually, if I jump onto my mount, get a better look at her up here. Very pretty. That's it for the upper areas of, well, the Plaza of Dwayna, mostly. Just another couple of looks around. Like, we can take another look down here. You can see just how high up this goes. As I said earlier, there are some really colossally high walls. Say hello to my little plush Aurene mini pet. Excuse me. But even just looking back at the gate, as I said, look, you've got these huge buildings up here. It's crazy. I just really love this kind of architecture. I think it's really cool. You've got these, like, individual trees just sort of sticking up. I think this actually looks like a building we can go inside, so let's just see what's going on in here. Oh, it seems ominous. They seem to have a cage in their house. Not sure what that's for. I'm sure it's none of my business, but otherwise this house does look pretty empty. There are actually some houses that you can go in this city that I've run into before that are actually decently furnished, and they seem pretty cool. I don't think I'll be able to do too much of Divinity's Reach in this video. I might do another area in Divinity's Reach first, but this is more of a test to sort of get things going, to see what I need to do to improve, what else I can do, you know. Oh, over here, the lady talking now is this woman here. She's a Sylvari. They're like plant people. Very cool race in my opinion. We'll go and take a quick look along the other side first. The outside on the other side, just to see some really cool like statues over there against that wall. So that's on the other side as well, I just missed it. Got a couple of NPCs seemingly having a conversation here. This side seems a lot more like an alleyway, maybe. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'll come over this way. Check out this statue, or this, I don't know what to call it. Is it a statue? Is it a wall carving? So when I mentioned that I've already noticed things that I've never seen before, I was mostly talking about this conversation going on here. It's just like an idle conversation. It's quite detailed. There's like at least like 10 lines of dialogue here. But there's no real need to include this, but there it is. It just makes it feel more real, more lived in. Got a woman and her son who've just moved in, asking the Seraph Guard here for directions to the festival. This guy looks like I think this guy's got an octopus on his face. What the hell's going on there? I have no idea. I hope that, as like crusty as this is for a first video, that it is still enjoyable. Feel free to leave any recommendations or points of improvement in the comments. I would very much like to get better at this, you know. Something that's always been interesting to me. But before I get into that, I just completely skipped over a very cool looking view over here. If I just stand here, if I just hop up onto this wall. This is the Western Commons now. My Plasharine is floating, but there's a building here. I've never seen this banner for before, so I'm quite interested to go and check out what that is. But we've got clearly like a residential area over here. There's some like carnival tents and a little someone with a carriage, another smaller carriage down there. All this smoke, you know, all these houses are clearly in use. They're burning fires on the inside. Got a fountain or a statue of some kind here. A very large tent here. So yeah, let's go and check out what that's all about. But yeah, as I was saying, if there are any recommendations, points of improvement, things that you enjoyed, please feel free to let me know in the comments. As I said, this is something I want to try and keep doing and I want to get better at, so if anybody has anything constructive to say, then please feel free to go ahead. So yeah, dog. Let's start out with this building here. It's a building that we can walk into. So what is it? It looks like maybe it's an inn.
In the name of the Queen, I demand you surrender. You'll never take us alive.
a while back is that you can sit in the chairs now. So this guy's probably got a name, but where I've turned the UI off, I have no idea who this is. I could turn it back on, but let's not get into that right now. Come along the bar here. You can see various bottles and tankards. Some other patrons of this fine establishment. I can't read any of this text. It's in, made up language, as far as I'm aware. Got the back room here, some fish, some sacks, probably filled with potatoes, wheat, other things. Cooker, bunch of shelves, drawers. We can go upstairs and downstairs, so let's see what's downstairs first. A door. Can I open it? Doesn't seem like it. Does look like there is something. Oh, if I just sort of wedge my face through the wall, it looks like a little cellar with just some stuff in it, like presumably like cooking supplies. I don't normally play this game only with my mouse, but I wanted to leave my keyboard sounds out of it as much as possible, and I'm not gonna lie, my hand is really starting to ache from holding both my mouse buttons down for so long. So apparently I can open these doors, so I guess this is actually more of an inn than a tavern. There are a bunch of rooms that you can rent out. I'm wondering if they put these buildings in for like the more roleplay scene of MMO players, but this is a very nice room, damn. Look at that, it's got a giant fire, some very nice art on the wall. Some like 2 beds, bro, like living the life. What else do we have? Oh no, this one, it's a bit more of a simple room still, 2 beds, which is nice. A nice like picture of the Shiver Peaks, presumably. I'm getting caught in something, I don't know what. Bruh, a 3-legged chair, I don't like that. Close these doors behind me. It's down this way, is it? Any more rooms? Oh no, that's... So this would be the... Okay, this is the public access to the rooms. Now, I'm assuming further up we just have more bedrooms, but let's find out, I guess. I have turned the game sound quite low, so it shouldn't, just so it's not too intrusive on the actual, like, video, but so it's still there. Up here we have, I guess, more of a bunker room, where, like, multiple people can just share a room, pay for a bed, but it's not, it's not a private room. I set up, inns like that in my Dungeons and Dragons campaign. It's much cheaper, but there's less security and you don't have your privacy. But yeah, we'll just come back downstairs, head back out, because I think we've seen everything in this building now, but it's very cool. Excuse me. So now this is one of the things I wanted to check out, this like banner here, because I have no idea what it is. Looks like a dragon of some kind. Or some, no, I have no idea. Maybe it's like a banner to support the Queen or something. Queen Jenna. We have some carnival stalls over here. I don't think you can actually do anything with them. Some chickens over here. Well, this is a rooster, I guess. There's all this confetti floating about. It's very nice. Some more buildings back here. Less detailed because I guess there's supposed to be more in the background, but they still look cool, if you ask me. In fact, I really like this area just because there's so much green. Just looking over at my recording timer, I can see that I've been at this for 30 minutes, but it doesn't really feel like it. It feels close to maybe 15 minutes right now. Just to think that, you know, I've been whispering for nearly 30 minutes now. It's like, damn, bro. Got another wagon here, just filled with stuff. Who knows, maybe it's another trader or a merchant. Maybe someone's just moved into the city and this is their stuff that they've brought with them. Some more people standing around, just having some kind of discussion. Some much more trees, large green areas, some larger buildings. Okay, I quite like this little garden plot here. Very nice. Some more people. Excuse me, just gonna walk through your conversation. I can only assume that this is like a little dog kennel or something. Or maybe it's a place to keep a horse. Although that in and of itself is more of a meme in Guild Wars 2. As horses have never really been seen at all. Although they have been referred to in lore a couple of times. Especially when you have centaurs referred to as half man, half horse, but horses have never been seen. Now we're back around this end of the area. Got this big red building here with this large statue. Not sure what it is. Some kind of sea serpent, or perhaps it's more of a more Asian style mythology dragon. Either way, versions of it, you can pet them, which is very cool. I always love to pet the dog. But even so, just walking around this city, I just think it looks very beautiful as well. Considering this game came out in 2012, it's nearly 10 years old now. I think it still upholds very well for an MMO. I like that. Got a big Chungus tree over here. I feel like my whispering has changed over the course of this video. There's a lot less caution in how I'm saying things, but I feel like I'm pronouncing my consonants a lot more harsher, which I feel like is better for the video, but I guess we'll see. Let me know what you think. I've been told by people at work and by some friends that I have quite a calming voice, which is what gave me the idea to start doing this kind of thing in the first place. I didn't give me the idea, it sort of inspired me to pursue it a bit more. I wanted to for a while anyway. Over here you can see we've got a book cart. I don't know what any of these books are because they're all written in Tyrian, I guess. But yeah, very nice. More like cart wagons. Obviously, it is an MMO, it is a video game. There are going to be copied assets. There are just going to be buildings that are just the same thing, that have just been planted all over the place. Nothing's going to be that handcrafted, but I think even still it's good enough that every area feels different. Wondering if there's anything back here behind these stairs. No, there isn't. Oh, that's a shame. We'll go and check out this last little green area that I just sort of ignored, and then I'll probably call it there for this video. It's just checking if you could open that door. If I could have, I would have gone and checked it out, but alas, I could not. Yeah, we got this little, I've been here before, but I can't remember what it's called. If I open my map, I can have a little look, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. But it is very pretty. It's very green, very colourful. Of course, it has my favourite type of tree here. I really love willow trees. They just look so chilled out all the time that I think they're great. A nice little pond here, like a fountain, I guess. I think that's meant to be Melandru, the nature goddess, but I'm not sure. But yeah, this place is very, very cool. I'm actually very happy that I took the time to sort of walk around and take it in a bit more, see some of the more char train them as battle pets. Got a wolf. Got a brown, sorry, a black bear. Oh, is this an aquarium? I think it is. But I don't see any fish. That's kind of lame. I've got a couple of moa here. Ah, we've got the infamous black moa. This was like a legendary pet that you could get in Guild Wars 1. I did actually manage to get it myself, and I believe I can get it as a pet in this one if I play a ranger, because I got it in Guild Wars 1. And we have a griffin here. And what is this, a boar? This looks like a boar. Big Jonga's boy. A lad. But yeah. Well, that was the first couple of areas. We did the Plaza of Dwayna and most of the Western Commons. We had a little look around. We sort of just didn't really check out this bit. But yeah. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. Either you found it relaxing or at least enjoyable. I had a great time just sort of wandering around the town or the city, just sort of whispering in first person. As I said earlier, it's just my first one, so if you did enjoy it, feel free to let me know. I'm going to be trying a few different things. I want to try some Dungeons and Dragons content, maybe some world building or explaining some rules, telling the stories of my favourite characters that I've played. Going to be trying a whole range of different things. I also want to try some voice acting, so I might do some roleplay parts here and there, but for now, this is the first one, so any feedback is very welcome. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I guess I'll see you in the next video.